Hi guys, it's Gigi and Lee.
Day 11.
Day 11 of our PTSD, Depression and Anxiety Awareness Challenge, Push-Up Challenge. Um, well, I guess we were trying to figure out what to talk about tonight, but what has come out of this last 10 days or 11 days for us is just a lot of dialogue in our family between ourselves, trying to really understand, and really there's a healing. Like we have, Lee shared some things on day 5 and day 9 that yeah, there was a process of grieving and another level of healing. So I think out of this, I don't know for you, but for me, it has been just opening this up and sharing it with you all publicly has been a lot of healing for me, and I see a lightness in you. And I think it's really gotten me to a new level of understanding on what you suffer through when you're in these um, depressive episodes. But likewise for me, it's allowed me to just be where I am and be okay with the grieving process for you, for myself, for the kids, and not stay stuck. I mean, we have a lot of joy in our house, and we don't want to stay stuck, but we want to acknowledge what's happening in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and and really, taking away and almost making a stand as a family. What do we stand for? Would you say? We've
Yeah.
been having a lot of dialogue about just in general, like the overall, like what do the kids think? Where are they with everything? Our first priority is to make sure our kids are okay through all this, and that they are processing it. We're giving them each space to kind of make their own conclusions, but we've kind of come to our own conclusions, and I'll just let you share what you were sharing with me earlier.
Well, we were just talking about some of the real problem that we see, and how between social media and major media outlets that each person is trying to um, craft the narrative a certain way. I constantly get phone calls from friends who say, "Hey, did you hear this headline?" And of course, they're hearing it on the road. They're never actually looking into the story itself. And what they're finding is that it's essentially clickbait, something that gets your brain thinking in favor of whatever group or position that they're taking. And then they planted that, and then everything that you see or hear about that narrative comes back to support whatever they want you to believe. Different sides. So for us, the way that, let me clarify, because it sounds like I'm being vague. Let me be very specific. We actually have 3 very definitive stances that we're taking. And it's going to be counterintuitive because the majority of what you're hearing is not, these 3 things cannot coexist. I assure you they do. So, um, being a child of someone in the military, we're a military family, and having many families, people in our family that is in law enforcement now, we in our family are 100% pro law enforcement. Number 2, we are 100% pro peaceful protest. Number 3, we are 100% against unlawful rioting and looting. So there is no gray area in any of those 3. Rioters and looters are criminals. The other people that are criminals are protesters who are unwilling to make way or are blocking public transportation. And the other unlawful group are law enforcement that is over policing and engaging in brutality and or other sorts of dangerous, harmful, or life-threatening treatment. So all of those things exist right now, and they unfortunately kind of shake the core of what we believe America is supposed to be. So you being an American by choice, I think you have a little more of a sense of what America, the aspirational America, is supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, everyone wants the dream. We come here, like my parents arrived and they're the first ones here. And, we all want the American dream. We want to have a say. We want to have the dream house. We want to have, our kids grow up in a safe place. And we want all the opportunity that this country affords. So, yeah, I mean, I made a lot of choices. You know, I didn't become a citizen until later. I grew up in Canada, and so, but I've lived here, you know, almost my entire life. So I you know, I made a choice as soon as I could to you know, when it was right for me. Like you know, my I was probably the last one to step over. But anyway, I don't know where I'm going with that, but
So the aspirational America that you were talking about. So for us, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. It's that simple, right? And until and sorry, not until, but because we're not living up to that most basic premise, it's like ripping a dream away from a child. It's like a 3-year-old waking up and you saying, "Give me that toy, there is no Santa Claus." That can be a traumatic event. The point is, and we're going to close here in a moment, but the point is that we're being almost forced to make a choice between which of the three Americas or which of the three realities we believe in, and to not identify with the trauma of the other side. That is patently wrong. It's ineffective. It's harmful. To deny the pain that Gigi goes through as I'm going through my own is to deny her humanity. And we owe it to ourselves, we owe it to our friends, our family members, and we owe it to our kids to do better. We can do better. We will do better.
yes.
So, nominations. Today, I would like to. Do you have anyone specific?
Yeah, I do actually. I he's been on my heart this week, and it's Carly's godparents, Carolyn and Charles Latchison.
Like it.
Yeah. So we hope you accept this PTSD, anxiety, and depression awareness push-up challenge. And it doesn't have to be, you know, any lengthy discussions, just whatever's on your heart. And we hope you'll join us.
So watch us do 25 boring
I
push-ups.
know I'm getting stronger. My goal by the end of this is I can do a plank push-up, but I don't know. Some days are harder than others. So as in life, right? So here we go. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Good night, everyone.